Sean Points of View, Chapter 8. It was out in the courtyard, walking Toby. We just gotten back from the store. I had to run out to Home Devon again for halt. Frank said he got some, but what he actually got was a bottle of glue. How my brother and I sprang from the same parents and were raised in the same house was beyond me. Anyway, the store has this assortment of bubble heads at the takeout. I would want for the white Honda lady. She probably wouldn't even use it. It was probably going to end up in a donation bid or in some white elephant gift exchange next year. But it was too perfect not to grab. I left it on her chair. I let Dobby get his summies out in the little dog round of the courtyard. Then I wagged him until he pooped. I just cleaned it up and was about to head in when someone came up behind me. Can I pet your dog? I turned and to my surprise it was the woman from the elevator. She stood there, the sitting sun on her back, holding her silence. It might seem a little melodramatic, but she felt like a fairy or a spirit standing there. The flowers were all in the bloom and butterflies were floating around, and this beautiful ethereal woman appears out of nowhere. Sure, I say, trying not to start. I hold him so he doesn't get scared moody. Sorry, he's still learning not to jump. It's okay, she said, crouching. If I get dirty, I get dirty. I don't really care today. I looped a finger on his collar and kept him from pummeling her away. He wiggled and cried, and she scratched under his chins. What's his name? Dobby. She smiled up at me. That's a good name. A good name for a good boy. I'd watched her play with him for a minute. She had on a jade bracelet. I cleared my throat. I've never seen you here before. She talks to me but look at him. I don't live here. I'm just visiting family. Oh, me too. What kind of dog is he? She asked. I think he's a lab mix. I'm not really sure. I rescued him. She pivoted to look at me. Oh, my sister volunteers at a few rescues. Which one? None. I found him. He was abandoned in an empty apartment. Oh my god. She looked at him with pity. And you keep him? I did. Not my job to question the dog distribution system. She laughed. Then she noticed my arm. What happened there? I twisted my elbow to look at the wall. And occupational hazard. I was knocking down a hornet's nest at work. One of them got me. Ouch. Better me than a little old lady. She smiled, then she sat back on her heels and looked in the small purse she had on. Here is prescription cortisone. Dewey was calmer now, so I let go of his collar to take it. The second I wasn't holding him up, he rolled onto his back so she could rub his belly. She looked down at him with tears in her eyes. He's so sweet, she said. I put a pea-sized amount of the things. Do you have any pets? She shook her head. No, it's hard when you live alone. I live alone too, but I work where I live, so I can take on him. I handed the tube back to her. Keep it, in case you need to save any more old ladies. Thanks. I slipped it into my pocket. It's pretty swollen, she said. I pressed onto the hand-sized welt. It hurts too. It's hard as hell. It's actually hard as scale, she said. Did you know that? I just learned that today. It is? I guess it makes sense. Did you know that when someone says break a leg to an actor, it's because they are hoping they end up in a cast? Her mouth dropped open. Is that true? I was smiling. I don't know. I couldn't definitely fact check me. She looked amused at my joke. Did you know that the first episode of a show is called a pilot because it's the first time it's on the air? She asked. Really? I did final. Really. But I would definitely fact check me too. I laughed and it made her laugh. She shared this small we shared this small moment and we held each other's gaze for a split second. Then she looked away from me and stood up. Thanks for letting me play with him. It's been a rough day. I need it. She slipped her sandals on. Yeah. She stood there for a bit. Have a good night. Then she turned and started walking back to the building. Somebody told me once that it only takes a few minutes to know if you like someone, that our initial impression is usually the right one. I like her. I had the strongest urge to call after her and ask her name, ask for her number, ask her to coffee. I almost did it. I was so close. Then I realized how I looked. I was in work clothes. I had paint on my shins. My steel toe bows were scuffed. My beard was grown out and needed a haircut. I hadn't given two shits about my appearance since Brenda. What was the point? Who did I have to impress? I wasn't dating. I wasn't even looking. But suddenly I care how I look. I care a lot. I care enough that it stopped me from stopping her. So I just let her go. I watched the door close behind her, and the moment was gone. I beat myself up about it the whole way back to the Frank's apartment. When I got there, Andrea was sitting at the corner. Andrea was a hairstylist. She did Frank's hair, and she did a good job. Hey, when do you work next? I asked. Uh, I was thinking about getting a haircut. Yes, I knew instantly that I made a mistake. She was way too excited. I've been wanting to get my hands on your hair for months. She bounds. This is going to be the most epic before and after ever. I just want a haircut, Andrea, nothing big. Oh, we are going big. We are hitting brows, hair, skincare. I'm about to transition you out of your caveman era. Frank, he's finally letting me do it. The end of caveman era? My brother cried from the other room. I rolled my eyes. You talked about this? And Andrea nodded, wide-eyed, definitely, many times. Wow, you two are obsessed with me. Here's the thing, Sean. She put her hands together. You are a giver. You do everything for everyone else before you do a single thing for you. I honestly think that's why the Brenda thing hit you so hard. Instead of being like, wow, this is a great guy, she took it for granted and screwed you over. And when she left, you had nobody to love, and you didn't know how to love yourself. Oh. I blinked at her. That was oddly insightful. You deserve self care, she said, going on. You deserve to feel good and to look good and to let someone do something for you for a change. Just let me. She looked at me earnestly. I let out a puff of her. Fine. She did a little dancing thing in her seat. The next day, I was pretty woman within an inch of my life. Did I look the best I looked in years? Yes. What is at the expense of my dignity? Also, yes. She insisted I participate in a before and after video for the salon social media. She refused to let me pay her, so I felt guilted into agreeing to it. All the comments on it were black-handed compliments. Okay. It's like one of those videos with the words keep thinking and they do a before and after. Was he homeless or is this just some guy? He's cute now though, for real. Okay, but why he look like Encinoment is giving Brenda Fraser. I had to stop looking. Apparently, the transformation was so chopping. That's all I needed to know. I now had the confidence to approach the mystery woman if I ever saw her again. If, in the meantime, I have a lot of to think about because Andrea was right. I did put everyone before myself. I always have. Maybe it was time I learned to take care of me.